thank you so much for joining with me today. I thought I should do a video about what are a survival kit for your pregnancy, because I know there's so many videos out there with all these unnecessary things that you don't need, and you're probably gonna waste your money on those. These things are the bare minimum basics that you need to get through your pregnancy, unless of course you have other medical reasons and need extra support like I do, but these are just for like your general overall healthy, just the general pregnancy symptom slash pregnancy. I'm not making sense, but you know what I mean. So there's a few essential products here that you will require to get through your pregnancy basically. So let's jump right into it. First of all, this is my prenatal vitamins. I am not getting sponsored, or none of these companies have asked me to do this. I wish if they were, but none of them did. This is what I've been using, and most of these products I've used for my first pregnancy as well. There's a couple of new items that I'm using this pregnancy and am loving, so that's why I'm just doing this. Elevate with my last pregnancy. This is a prenatal vitamin that one of my friends actually told me about it. When she was pregnant, I wanted to get some tips and tricks, and I asked her, and she told me that this is what she uses and it's really good. And she told me if I'm planning to get pregnant, to take it at least 6 months to a year in advance. And when me and hubby were planning to get pregnant, I went to the GP to get my blood test done, like the initial everything, which you should do if you are planning to do that. And my GP also told me, GP in Australia is general practitioner. I'm not sure if it's the same in other countries, but it's basically the doctor that you go to for your cold and flu and all that stuff. That's who we see firsthand when we're planning, like before we get pregnant, and then throughout for the first few months before we consult with a midwife or an obstetrician. She told me that this brand is good, highly recommend it, and to also take it 6 months to a year in advance before you are planning to get pregnant or planning to try basically. And you also, on a side note, should stop drinking if you are a drinker. I don't drink. And also follow a healthy diet if you are planning to get pregnant, to get the optimal results, to have a better chance of getting pregnant right away. So Elevate, this is basically, it has all of these vitamins and minerals and things like that you need. On top of this, you might have to take iron supplements and vitamin D supplements if you are lacking those. I am taking those on top of this one. The other thing, this Willow by the Sea, this is a small company in Australia, and I am highly supportive of their brand. This is their belly butter. It's 100% organic and made in Australia. I'm not sure if they sell these worldwide, but if you're Australian, you can definitely order it. And it is this amazing belly balm. It comes in a glass jar, very eco-friendly and with a little lid, and it's very thick. The consistency is like pretty much like a wax, but it smells so good. It's so emollient and highly moisturizing and so perfect. And I have seen women say that they prevented stretch marks using this. This is not the brand I used with my first pregnancy, which didn't prevent stretch marks, but it was such a good relief from all the itchy feeling and things like that. This is actually better than what I used last time, and I wish if I knew this 2 years ago. I don't know if they even existed 2 years ago, but if they did, oh, I regret it so much. This has, everything's organic. It has shea butter, coconut oil, grapeseed oil, Sweet almond oil. Sweet almond oil is what prevents stretch marks. It has worked for a lot of women. If you don't believe me, Google it. You'll see like testimonials from other women who's not had a single stretch mark because they've used sweet almond oil. This also has a blend of essential oils, lavender, geranium, and patchouli. That's where the smell's coming from. Oh my god. Oh, it's all natural, Australian made and owned, 100% certified organic, never tested on animals, reusable container, and non-GMO, and I'm assuming it's a vegan also. Is it a vegan? Could be. Yeah, so no chemicals, no artificial fragrances, none of that. It's very, very, very good. And it's obviously ACO certified organic. You want to look for those things. If you are putting anything around your belly and this and that, make sure it's organic and no chemicals, because your skin can absorb things that you put on it. So I personally, I try to use all organic things anyway, and my skincare, hair care, whatever, especially around your belly. If you can just, if that's the only, like, these are expensive organic things, but if you know, if you can only afford one thing organic, just make sure your belly butter or belly oil or whatever is organic. And I highly, highly, highly recommend this brand. It's amazing. I even told my friend who's also pregnant about this, and she loves it too. So yeah, and the other thing is, now we're gonna get to a little bit of, you know, TMI sort of things. If you're shy, just exit out of the video, but if you really, really, really want to know the you know, nasty and dirty bits of being pregnant, please stay and watch and learn something. Now, when you're pregnant, especially after like the 5th month or so, you do get extra vaginal discharge. Nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody goes through it if you're pregnant. Usually women go through it anyway, like around their ovulation time and things like that. But when you're pregnant, it's obviously more. So it's advisable to use some panty liner if you have expensive underwear and don't want to ruin it, because the discharge is sticky and slimy and sometimes stays on even though you wash it off. So you know, if you don't want to ruin your underwear, it's better to use this. And also, it's comfortable when you use a liner. You don't feel the moisture, and it's not uncomfortable down there, and not prone to any infections and bacteria growing and things like that, which can happen. Last thing you need is a UTI, a urinary tract infection, when you're pregnant. You don't want that. So make sure you're very hygienic. If you can, use a feminine wash and something that balances pH. I use the same one, Femfresh. My favorite one is this, which is Femfresh, Femfresh Sensitive. That's what I love to use, and it's working really well. Now, if you do get a little back pain, which you will in the later part of your pregnancy, it's great to have a reusable heat pack, and this one is by Medipack. We've had this for, I don't know, few years. I do get back pain anyway. I have scoliosis, so I do use heat packs quite often, but with pregnancy it gets worse for me. So this is microwavable, freezable, so you can freeze it to use it as a cold pack, and you can microwave it to use it as a heat pack. All the instructions are written here. These are a little pricey, but you can definitely, it's a one-time purchase, because you can keep using these. You could also get the wheat packs. The wheat packs obviously are only for heat. I don't think you can freeze them, so yeah, just have a like shop around. But I really like these Medipack ones. This one lasted like a long time for us, so I definitely recommend that. And my husband found out this trick like a week ago, I think, because I've been having so much reflux lately, and it's just really not manageable only with my medication and diet. So he suggested that he saw on the internet that people have said that chewing gum works. So he got me a pack of extra. I used to love chewing gum when I was a child, basically, like, you know, in my teenage years, and then I stopped because I have a very small mouth, and I used to have really bad wisdom teeth, which I got removed, and I would always bite the inside of my cheek, which is painful, and it would get infected and this and that, this whole drama. So I stopped, but then I'm very careful now. These are sugar free also. It has a nice flavor. I like the strawberry flavor, and it's extra gum. What I do is, because I don't want to chew my inside of my mouth and, you know, injure it, I just chew it very carefully for like 5 minutes and throw it out. And it has been working so well. So ladies, if you have bad reflux, this is what you gotta do. So along with obviously your medication and other things, but it doesn't have to be this brand. You can get whatever chewing gum. Just make sure it's sugar free. You don't want all that extra sugar in your system when you're pregnant, especially if you have GD, gestational diabetes. Now, when it comes to clothes, I know how expensive maternity clothes are. Like, I mean, a top is like $95. Like, what's up with that? Seriously, like, you know, when you're pregnant, you're trying to buy things for your kid and all these other things, and you don't have $95 to spend for a top that you're only gonna wear for a few months. Let's just not do that to ourselves. I'm very cheap when it comes to clothes. I always love a bargain, and I don't want to spend so much money on clothing, especially like clothes are the last thing you should spend money on. Like, buy cheap Kmart stuff. No one knows. Who cares? You can wear it for a couple of years. With bras also, maternity bras are very expensive, and you do want couple of maternity bras, like good breastfeeding bras, if you are planning to breastfeed, and I do have a couple of them. I think I have a Bonds one, which is very comfortable, and another one from Kmart, which is also comfortable, you know. With my last pregnancy, I bought a couple and I kept it. I don't wear them throughout my pregnancy because it's pointless. They're breastfeeding bras. You don't have to open up the flap while you're pregnant, you know. Also, you don't want to buy bigger bras every time you're pregnant, because your size can vary after you've had a couple of kids. You know, your boobs do all kinds of things. What I recommend is getting these. Now, these are these extendable little gadgets that you hook. It has these hooks hook onto the hook onto the back of your bra, and then it kind of extends. This stretches, obviously, as you can see, it's elastic, and then there's 3 sets of hooks just like your normal bra. So I have bought these in every color: beige, black, and white. I bought them from Wish in my last pregnancy. They were literally like a couple of dollars, and you know, I used it for that pregnancy, kept it even after I had Casper, because I was still heavy and I had a lot of weight to lose, and I started using them this pregnancy as well as I was gaining weight, and they work really well. So I really like them. So something to buy, so you don't have to buy bras. You can just use it with existing bras, unless you need to go up a cup size, then you might have to invest in a good bra. And depending on the season, it could be winter, summer, spring, autumn, whatever. Depending on the season, you could buy a couple of shorts or pants or jeans with the maternity over the belly thing attached. Now there are some that comes with the little extender where the zipper is or whatever. I hate those. I wouldn't have mind those in my first pregnancy, but I've had a cesarean with my first pregnancy, and the cesarean scar as it stretches is very painful, and I get the lightning crotch pains. So anything that touches my old cesarean scar is just killing me. So I hate those. So I always get the over the belly ones, and these add like a lot of support for your belly and keep it lifted up as well, because I at the moment my belly is really low and I have pelvic pain, so I have to wear a compression belt anyway. But if I'm just walking around the house and I'm really uncomfortable wearing the compression belt, I wear something like this that just still lifts my belly up, and it's very comfortable, super stretchy material. And this one I think is from either Big W or Target. I don't remember because I bought all of these with my last pregnancy. I think the only new thing that I bought for this pregnancy is the belly butter and obviously a new packet of Elevate. This is my second or third pack. So this is the 100 tablets. So it might be my second pack. I don't know, maybe the third. I don't know, but yeah. So if you're in winter, then you can obviously get long pants. I do have long pants as well because we just finished winter. We're in the spring now. So those long pants I bought for this pregnancy because I was still going to work while being pregnant, and last time I didn't really buy those. What I had for my last pregnancy were these. These are just leggings, like anyone wears these, but this one is also from Big W, and they're the one with the stretchy waistband. This you can wear under your belly and let your belly hang, but it's very uncomfortable for me to wear these at the moment because of my cesarean scar. Like I said, these are just the full-length leggings, and obviously you can get the capri ones or the capri length, or even like something that looks like a biker short, you know. They're very comfortable and stretchy, and you can wear it throughout your whole pregnancy, and you can buy your pre-pregnancy size because you're wearing it under your belly, so you don't have to worry about sizing it up. Now with sizing up, don't go and spend $15 or $15 to $20 to $30 on a maternity singlet, you know. Well, you can wear them afterwards, but you know, like, it's just, why spend that much money? I bought these from Kmart. Now my normal pre-pregnancy size is size 8 or 10 in some stores. I bought size 12, and I also bought size 14 in a couple of them. I ordered I think 4 or 6 of these. I bought 12 and 14 in a couple of them, and depending on how I feel that day, if I'm bloated plus pregnant, I wear the 14s, and I might wear the 14s towards the very end of the pregnancy. What these are is long length singlets. So long line singlets, I think they're called. So they technically go up to your thigh, which is, these are not meant for maternity. These are just for normal women. Like, you can just wear it, you know, underneath your t-shirts or just by itself basically. And this was $5 each. So instead of paying $15 each, I paid $5 and bought more of this. So they are basically long ones that go up to your thigh, which will cover your belly. This allows you to wear your existing tops during your pregnancy, and you don't have to go and buy a whole new set of maternity clothes. Because if you are going to work, and which I did for the first half of my pregnancy, it's very annoying to find, like, wear the same clothes that you've been wearing. So with these, you can just wear them underneath and wear your and it was winter, so which was helpful as well, and you can wear your normal tops on the top of this. So these are very handy. I will link everything down below, and I bought four or five of those. And they do have the adjustable strap. Also, make sure to get the one with the adjustable strap, because as your boobs get bigger, they become heavier and then they might hang. So you know, you do want to obviously support them, and with your growing belly, you don't want the top to be pulling down. So yeah, just get the adjustable ones, and definitely get at least 2 sizes up from your pre-pregnancy size. Yeah. And the other major thing, which is the last thing that you need for your pregnancy, is a pregnancy pillow. Now there's these long ones, U-shaped ones, and there's other ones that looks like a circle, some look like a square. It's up to you. It's basically up to you, up to where your aches and pains are, where you need the most support, depending on your belly size, how tall you are, and things like that. You have to decide what kind of pillow you want. This is what I had for my previous pregnancy, and I'm using the same one for this time. Also, it is this giant, long, this is actually taller than me. This pillow is probably the same height as me, and I'm 5 feet and 2 inches, or 158 centimeters. This is a full length pillow, so I can totally just hug it and sleep, put this corner under my belly as a support, which I do sometimes. But what I mostly do is when I'm laying down and my legs, I always had to have at least one of my knees bent when I'm sleeping. So what I do is put this between my legs, and my legs are literally sandwiching between the pillows. So if these are my legs, I have the pillow, let's just say this, or like this part goes here, and then under my, like between my legs, and then stretch down. So my legs are literally just like this, sandwiched on top of and underneath this pillow, which gives great support when you're trying to sleep. When I turn, I leave the pillow, I hold on to it, just twist my body, and then find the pillow, pull it a little, and then put my legs underneath. If you're gonna roll over with the pillow, you're gonna take the quilt with you, you're gonna get tangled up in it, and you don't want that when you're already not getting enough sleep. That's what you do. You turn underneath the pillow and hold on to the pillow, and then you adjust the pillow a little bit to suit where your legs are. Basically, that's what you do. So anyway, guys, so that's the essentials that you're gonna need for your pregnancy. Yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything. If I do come up with other things, which I highly doubt, this is the most basic stuff that I've been using during this pregnancy. And most of these stuff, like these singlets, pants, even these maternity shorts, I can use after the pregnancy. And even this one, I can use it as a body moisturizer, you know, liners I can use. This I can use until I lose weight, or, you know, later on if I do gain more weight, I don't know. And this pillow, I can use that as a decoration. Or my hubby was saying the other day that when we move our toddler to a bigger bed, we'll give this to him to keep on the edge so he won't roll over the bed. But yeah, so everything's useful. When you are pregnant and you're trying to buy things, just think of that as well, the longevity. Like, you don't want to be buying certain things just for the few months that you're pregnant, because it's kind of a waste of money unless you're planning to resell it, which most of these things are hard to resell anyway. But yeah, so I hope all of these helped you guys, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and if you have any ideas, let me know for new videos. Other than that, please don't forget to subscribe and like and share my video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.